Good morning, everyone. I had tried to do a video yesterday and it wasn't syncing up correctly. It just wasn't right. And so I have been working on a meditation, and I don't usually work for a meditation. Usually it just comes and I go in and I do it with you all. And this one has been a bit different because I've been like preparing on my own ahead of time. But I hadn't gotten the ping to like, let's go do this. It's time to give it to everybody. And so I just kind of, whatever, wherever I'm kind of led. And the discussion that I had yesterday, it was just a regular video, I do definitely want to have because I think it's important and relevant. But for whatever reason, last night was not the time to have that conversation. Because as soon as I finished it, I was just like, something's off. It's not right. My throat kept getting real froggy and I kept having to take drinks of water and clearing my throat, and just like things just kept going off. And I was rewatching the video this morning and I was just like, I'm not supposed to put this out yet. So it's okay. I kind of just deleted the video, and I know when the correct time the video will just flow. But I was surprised this morning that it's time to do this meditation. A little bit going into this meditation, it's a little bit different. If you're here, you're kind of being called to do this, and you may be called to do this video multiple times, or this meditation, I guess, might be a better way of saying that. I've done it several times now, and it's kind of a big energy boost. I don't know how to describe it beyond that. And I think you're, at least for me, my experience has been my intuitiveness has increased, and my abilities have changed and I guess opened up more. And it's been very cool, but just kind of awe-inspiring. And so I would say, listen to your inner guidance system. Some people may be on their path in a way that they only need to do this video once and that's all they need. And then there may be others that you're going to do this several times before it's enough. It's a lot of energy, at least that's been my experience coming in, and that can be rough on your human body. So you may want to hydrate more, maybe take some naps, just really take care of yourself around the time of doing these meditations, and very much listen to your inner guidance system, because it's not going to steer you incorrectly. So I'm going to take a small sip of water here to get us rolling, and then I'd like to get us started. For this one, it's very different from some of my others. I'm not going to ground us in. I'm just going to have us get into our breath. So if it feels different, it is a bit different, and I hope you can just roll with it, and I hope you have the most amazing experience with it. Take a deep breath in, belly out, hold, exhale. Deep breath in, belly out, Hold. Exhale. I want you to welcome in your guides, your ancestors, aliens, animals, anyone and everyone for your highest good, for your highest timeline. I want you to feel source energy coming in through your crown and going through each of your chakras. I want you to feel it going through your body, filling it up, clearing anything out that needs to be cleared out as you are ready to take this journey. The energy that I've been working with is Michael, and he is ready to lead us now. And we're going to approach the black wall, but this black wall is a little bit different. It shimmers. It has a kind of golden metallic shimmer to it. And on the count of 3, we are going to step through this wall. 1, 2, 3. We've stepped through the wall, and we're in kind of a different place. We can see crystals and a park, kind of these metallic mountainous crystals in the distance, and it's a beautiful sight. For many of us, there's this sense of homecoming. And for this time, we're going to go into a more building or structure that is right by the wall that we just walked through. If you do this meditation again as your energy increases, or depending on where you're at now, you may be taken further into this community. But right now, many of us, our energy needs to be on the outside. We can't tolerate the energy that is in the city, or we would need to be bubbled like we were when we went to the library, and they don't want to bubble us today. This is kind of a first step for many. Again, there's a few of you that may be taken further in, and that's okay. We're all going to be exactly where we need to be at the right moment, at the right time. So we're now being led by Michael into whatever building we need to be in. It seems almost cave-like, but we can see crystals popping out. And we go into the building, and it's not dark, it's bright, it's light. There's energy pulsing, and we can feel it. You can feel it on the hair on your arms. Some of you are getting goosebumps and shivers, but it's okay. This is a safe, beautiful energy because it's all filled with source light, source energy. And we see it looks almost like a bathtub that is made out of crystals, like a giant one. And depending on what you need, it may be a certain color. It may be a variety of colors. It may change depending on your vantage point. But we're being asked to step into this bathtub-like structure where we can be kind of cupped or cradled or held. And a few of you are needing a bit of reassurance. And so Michael is offering that. It is okay. You are safe. You are filled with source energy here. There's nothing to fear. Your guides and angels, ancestors, everyone that you need is with you. And they are excited for you for this moment. And so as we sit into this tub, when we sit in it, we feel at ease. We are excited and happy. We can already feel source energy enveloping us, holding us. And now the top part of this egg-like structure is coming over us, and we suddenly have memories of doing this before in another lifetime, in another place perhaps. But we realize that there's nothing to fear, that this is a rejuvenating, wonderful experience. As we sit in here, we start to feel energy. And they are wanting you to imagine at one time you were a child. You didn't know about atoms or electrons or neutrons or protons, and yet you still existed beautifully and happily in this world. And now you know these things. And much as you have existed all along, you didn't know about some things, and now you do. And so now this energy today is going to be a reawakening of your cells and your DNA and certain things that need to be reactivated, certain memories that you may need now going forward. This is on a very deep structural level that you may have never considered, that DNA could be reactivated or memories could be reactivated from previous lifetimes or future lifetimes, they're saying. But this is something that you need in this life now. And this is helping us as we maintain more energy and vibration. And for those who are hearing that, we're kind of anchoring it in. We're helping to make this shift by the more energy coming in. And many of us have shed some of the belief systems that have been here on the planet for a long time, and we know that there's many amazing things we can do, and this is going to help with that. So for the next few minutes, they want you to imagine your either DNA structure, cells, and imagine how you didn't know that they were there, and then suddenly they're there. And they're saying it is sort of a difficult concept, but if you can imagine the DNA strand and bits of it turning on like Christmas lights, that's kind of what's happening. Or other things beyond electrons and protons and neutrons that you don't even know are there, that scientists aren't even aware of, that there's other things going on in your cells that humanity doesn't even know about and has forgotten for the longest time. Just imagine that, and they're saying, you'll just know, you'll just know. So we're going to take a few minutes, and you will feel this energy, and they're just asking you to flow with whatever visions come in as you're having these activations or reactivations in your body, your cells, your DNA. And I'm going to pause now so that that can happen. Remember your breath while we're doing this. A few of you are fearful, and remember, this is something that you have your guides and angels, ancestors, all of them have guided you to this moment for this particular reason and purpose, and they're asking you to go beyond fear. Flow, breathe, nothing can happen here that is not for your highest good, that is not for your highest timeline. You are safe. You are being filled with source energy, that light. Remember your breath. There, everybody is kind of flowing with it now, and it's a really good feeling. I want you to really, the words seem so silly, but to feel into this feeling, this source energy literally working on you and activating you and possibly fixing things that need to be fixed, and knowing that this is the most amazing feeling and that you have this in you at all times. They're wanting to very much remind you of that. So take a deep breath and know when you're having those hard moments to try to come back to this feeling. Many of you will be coming back here. They're saying if you're called to do this meditation again, to please do it, or to go into it on your own. If you need perhaps music and you feel like more time than what is allowed in this brief video, then you know the steps to come. Michael is saying to call him in, and he will come, and he will lead you where you need to go, as will your guides and ancestors and others who are your support team. And so now I want you to imagine that the top part of this bath has now come off. And as you're stepping out, you're sort of emitting this source light. You're glowing. Your aura is just beautiful. It is a lot of energy, but breathe through it. You may not feel changes to your physical body immediately, and you may feel them immediately. And we're going to go out of this cave-like crystal structure, and we come back outside. And usually when you would come out of a space, your eyes would adjust, but it's so bright in that cave-like structure that outside is actually less bright. And we may look around once more, because it's a beautiful city and place. And we turn to go back through the metallic, shimmering black wall. On the count of 3, we will go back through. 1, 2, 3. We've stepped through. And now we come back to wherever you left your body comfortably. And I want you for a moment to look at this beautiful body. It is a vehicle for your soul, your spirit, your essence. But you chose this beautiful body for a reason. Many of you are learning to just love it for the first time. And they want you to continue to do that. Keep falling in love with yourself. Sing I love you to yourself. And as we, oh wow, they're telling me to sing this song as you're looking at your body, as you're looking at your physical body, standing outside of it. I love you, you, yes I do. I love you, Yes, I do. I love you, you, you. Yes, I do, do. I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And if you need to, sing that to yourself as many times during the day as you can. That's that's a song I usually reserve for my children, and I had started singing to myself, but apparently I'm supposed to share with all of you, and that makes me happy. So now, after you have sung to yourself or thought those thoughts to yourself, I want you to rejoin your body on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And it may take a minute to adjust. Your body may feel heavy. You may slowly want to wiggle toes and fingers and legs, moving your head, and then ever so slowly opening your eyes. I did not expect that has been very similar to my own experience, but it was so magnificent to share with all of you, and it's so, the concept of time is so amazing to me because it doesn't really exist, and so there's people that I could feel in the meditation that won't do this meditation for a very long time, and yet they're still there in that moment, and that's just that's so cool. It's mind-blowing. Definitely a longer meditation, and like I said, some of you may really need to make that even longer. It's whatever you're called to do. After you've done this video once, and if you're asked to go back in and to repeat it, just go with how you're guided, because you are your best guide. Your higher self knows what you need on every level absolutely possible. And if you feel like you can't connect to your guides, then ask source energy. I think for a lot of people, this is going to start to open up talking to their higher self and that kind of communication. And some of you may feel a pushback because in previous lives, these are things that, you know, some of us were burned for, some of us were harmed, and it may bring up those feelings of, this could happen to me again. There's others of you that this is your first life here, and you're really these high frequency people that are helping to bring in energies on a different level. There's so many of us here working and changing things, and it's really beautiful. And so if you're not having those feelings, that doesn't mean anything's wrong with you either. It just means that's not your experience, or it doesn't need to be your experience. But I do want to tell people that, because there can be kind of this knee-jerk reaction, and I think that's what some people were experiencing briefly in the meditation, that they needed to relax a little bit more and know that they're safe and they're okay. You know, there's lives where if you were caught talking to trees or just anything, you would be harmed. And unfortunately, sometimes horrifically. And the most important thing to remember is that's not going to happen to you in this life. You're safe, you're okay. We've come to this point where we can shift things. So just really try to listen to your inner guidance system. It's that voice in your head that's not, it's not antagonizing you. I see so many memes sometimes, or memes, my kids always say I say it wrong, that, you know, your higher self looking at you like you're an idiot or something. Like, your higher self doesn't do that. Your higher self is like your biggest cheerleader that never gets tired at all. They just want you to succeed and meet all the goals that you had for this life, and they're not sitting there going, hey stupid, get it right this time. They're like, hey, you're doing amazing, keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. So if you see the memes or whatever on your Facebook or on Twitter or whatever the hell it's called now, you know, if you see things that aren't jiving with your belief system, it's okay to delete and remove those and go on your merry, simple way. I think this is a big shift for a lot of us. That's why I went in before and did this meditation several times. And I can still feel it like pulsing through my body. This is the third time I've done it now. And I can still really feel it. There's still things going on and activations and things. And your guides know what you need to do. And so just tap into that. And some of you are going to be scared to even do that. You're going to start to think you're crazy or whatever the world would say. And I would say, no, you're like, listen to your intuition. You've been noticing coincidences and things like that. And some of you are so in a different place where you're just like, all right, let's do this. Like, show it to me. So wherever you're at, it's okay. And if you're only called to do this video once, there's nothing wrong with you. If you're called to do it 10 times, there's nothing wrong with you. Please don't think that there's something wrong with you. You're beautiful, you're wonderful, you're amazing. And if you need to, keep singing that song to yourself. It's a really simple song. And so I will sing it to you again. And even like all my inhibitions here. The song's really simple, but I love singing it to myself now, and I had loved singing it to my children before. So I will sing it one more time so that you have it. I love you, you, you. Yes, I do, do. I love you, you, you. Yes, I do. I love you, you, you. Yes, I do, do. I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. And I love all of you. You guys are amazing to be on this journey. We hit 100 subscribers, which is amazing. 100 amazing people that want to get videos and stuff, and it's very cool. And I'm hoping that whatever has brought you here continues to bring you here, and if it's only for this video, that's okay too. And if it's for many more or past ones, that's awesome as well. hopefully have another video soon to kind of make up for the one that it didn't click last night. But I'm super excited to have done this meditation with you all today. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.